What's up shit stains, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be on Super Mega Baseball 3, which I have never heard of before a week ago. They didn't pay me to advertise this video, so I'm going to plug myself. Go follow me on Twitch, I'll be live as soon as this video is up. Either way, this is a very slept on game. It clearly has way less funding than MLB The Show, but it encourages bad behavior, so they have them beat in that department. I decided to start a franchise with the only team I was practicing as, the Wide Loads. All the team names in this game are a little silly, and to my surprise they didn't have the Washington Commanders, but since I have complete control of this franchise, I'm going to step our branding up a couple notches. I think it was Black Ops where you could make custom pictures like this and it would show up after you killed somebody in the game. Most people made a quick pair of titties, and the Master Prestige dudes put hours into an anime girl that highlighted her camel toe. But true story, 13-year-old Brett decided it would be a good idea to show a dolphin penetrating a bent over stick figure, which lasted for about a couple weeks before they permanently banned me from ever making one ever again. Fast forward to today, and here we are. I'm presenting to hundreds of thousands of people my new mascot design, the Horse Cocks. It was a tough decision on whether or not the actual cock would be circumcised or not, but I've seen the Mr. Hands video a few times too many, so I made it biologically accurate except for the 3 straight pubes. This had me thinking, I'm not sure if any other animal on this planet has pubes. Comment below. This game is very easy to play on PC for a sports game, but I was still pretty awful at first. This was my first opportunity to pitch, so I decided to nail a few batters, which can cause injuries, and that's good to know. They scored 3 runs on me in the first, but I am making an investment into injuring their star players. Team Underworld decided to throw an inside pitch at one of my star players. If it gave me the option, I would have rushed the mound and gone free agency Miles Bridges on him, but we'll get our payback later. Some of these players are hard to injure. This lady took a 4-seam to the head and started juice worlding, but she played right through the pain. The catcher made an inappropriate act towards me, so I tried taking out his shin bone. He won't be needing that. The pitcher is now up to bat. He goes for a bunt and opens up to me, so he takes this one directly to the face, but that somehow boosted his confidence. In the 6th inning, they hit a home run on me, which put them up 7-0. This game was getting out of hand, so from here I started looking ahead to the future. If I can't beat them tonight, I can deal out a ton of damage with my pitches, and we'll get them next time. It's 134-0 going into the bottom of the 9th. A few good at-bats and we're right back in it. But hold the phone, I just realized something while editing this. We're in New York, the Statue of Liberty, Big Apple, crappy IPAs, and the Twin Towers?
And in 2001 at the US Open, my first serve hit a plane, causing it to go tragically off course and hit a building. Everyone blamed the Muslims. My second serve was no better.
My hits didn't do as much damage, but I did what I could. We lost this one in a blowout. We had a pretty tough 6th inning. My second game was going better. I held them scoreless until the 3rd inning until I threw one misplaced pitch and they hit a home run. So I retaliated. I gave up on normal swings and went for max power on every hit to hit more home runs. But then they realized my first baseman has the athletic ability of a number 2 pencil. I threw a 99 power pitch at their best player's head and they had to take him out for memory loss. I thought that would boost team morale, but we still couldn't make routine plays. Horsecocks lose again. You may have noticed that both genders appear in this game, and I found out that I can switch their gender at a click of a button. So I made every player on my team a woman. Now my whole team will be labeled brave and courageous heroes no matter how many players we injure. I also noticed that the men have much more builds, including beefy, but the women only have athletic and petite. If it weren't for this, I would have the whole squad looking like diabetics. I did leave the last player as a male. This is one of my pitchers, Rogan Balls. I bet he could double up as our mascot because odds are this man has a horse cock. My team now looks like a Roe vs. Wade protest, but we still have $12.6 million to sign players with. I threw all that money into one player, Hubbub Colbert. He has an A- rating, can play infield or outfield, and is a very capable hitter. We'll have to do something about his name and gender, but he should fill in some missing brain cells on this roster. I kept his initials and named him Hef Chubb. She is going to play first base. I moved some other players around just to maximize the possibility of hitting home runs. I even have a right fielder playing catcher because her last name is Roids, and to no surprise, she has some of the best power on the team. My new game plan from here is to only go for home runs and continue to take out their key players while pitching. Hef Chubb might still have some testosterone in his system because he hit a bomb to right field on his first at-bat. Chimo Gaspar is up, which sounds Hispanic, so to no surprise, he follows up with another homer. I'm pitching against one of their best players, and there's no reason to waste my stamina on him, so we'll give him a 92-mile-per-hour fastball to the head. Up to bat is our starting pitcher, who is on top of my antics. She's dodging my headshots, but she doesn't see the 3rd one coming. We didn't injure her, but that should stop them from crowding my plate. Ella Royds is out here showing that drugs work. She hits a 2-run homer that puts a Horsecox up 5. We had our first win of the season in that shutout, and in our next game, this is exactly why I don't like pitching to the power hitters. This woman isn't going to be able to breastfeed, and she won't be able to pitch the rest of this game because she's out with a body contusion. I put in my best pitcher, Chug Burgundy. If you hit us, we'll hit you right back. She took him out with a max power pitch to the head. I got him again in the 5th while aiming for his spine. I still couldn't injure him, and we had this game in the bag, so I sent them home with a few more bruises. We have a huge lead against the Buzzards. This game is moving along with minimal violence, but then in comes Royds, who takes out the pitcher with a line drive. They still get the out, which ends the inning, and I guess they're just going to leave her there and let her walk it off. My motto of inciting violence and injecting black market performance enhancers into my team was really paying off. This strategy had us undefeated coming into the finals against the #1 seed Nemesis. First pitch of the series, and we set the tone with a max power pitch to the head. She walks it off, and god damn, it might be time to open up a private browser. This team's fielding is incredible. Their outfielders have cannons, which made it very difficult to get a double. It took me until the 5th inning to score. I now have their pitcher nervous. He's struggling to put the ball over the plate, and as soon as he does, that probably would have killed a man. We ended up getting on base. The pitcher is assuming the position, and that's just another reason to love this game. He was having a good performance, but they had to take him out due to extreme pain, whatever that means. It's pretty vague, but we'll take it. We had a 10-run lead going into the 9th, but this guy was playing mind games by pulling on his junk and pointing at me. Not very PC of him to flex his man meat on my women, so I think it's time to make an investment into their injury list. I thought I'd make it interesting, so I didn't stop until it was 10-12 with the bases loaded. He bit on a low off-speed pitch, which grounded out, and we win game 1 of a 3-game series. In game 2 in the first inning, we had one of our best innings to date. They only stopped our run because of their angled outfield walls, which seems like cheating, but I have to admire it. They put 2 runners on base, their best hitter is up, and why pitch out to him when I can end this at bat in 1 pitch? They had to take him out for memory loss, and I meant to throw a ball on this pitch, but Shohei Ohtani sent this one into the San Andreas trees for a grand slam. We respond with a few more home runs. Shohei is up to bat, and he's no longer getting a pitch over the plate. Everything's coming at his head. I injured 3 players in a row, which was a great achievement for me and my team. But Stacy's up to bat. She takes a heater to the head, which sends her back, but she is fine. I'm telling you, this girl is tough as nails. I'm now trying to get out of this inning. We get a routine ground ball, and nope, there's a 0.2% of error. Shit happens, I guess. What the fuck? But we get the lead right back with a 3-run homer that goes into the very top deck. I'm still not pitching to Shohei. They had to take him out after this. He was feeling dizzy. Don't ask how we got here, but we have a 32-31 lead in the bottom of the 9th. They got this ball past my first baseman, and it was fair. It went into the back corner. I don't know why there's a random triangle here of grass, but I'm just going to call that out real quick. They get another ball into the outfield, which ties the game up, and a man advances to second. The computers must have this game rigged against me. I don't know what this guy was doing. The ball got right past him. I didn't even try to throw that back in. They stole that game from me, and the same outfielder who didn't try to get that ball had 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, and 6 runs scored. They had 10 hits to my 49. I kind of let that one slip past me. We should be in the outro right now, but we got another ball game. This game was just an absolute home run derby. We were down 2-0, but I'm just going to tie that right back up. I'm actually trying to pitch in this game. I send out a good one, and it's gone. It's 4-5 in the bottom of the 5th, but Barry Bonds is up to bat, and that's another homer. We had a great 7th inning. I even put on my thinking cap and didn't swing for a home run when I had 1 out and a man at 3rd. This pitcher might have a death wish. She throws a ball inside of my head, and that goes out of play. This catcher was having a rough day. It might be due to some of the brain damage I inflicted earlier. Investments are paying off. And in the last at-bat of the game, I threw a high slider which ended the series. This championship animation is pretty interesting. It looks like they put 90% of their effort into perfecting this slow-mo shot. There's no trophy presentation or anything fancy. There's a ton of flashes coming from the crowd, which made me fall in love with my fans, considering my opponents are leaving with severe concussions. But the Horsecox have won it all. Of course, Ella Royds was the player of the game. In all seriousness, don't do steroids. They'll just make your wiener small. Go follow me on Twitch by clicking the link in the description. The over-under for that to get taken down is 3 months. But that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.